Welcome back. No child should ever have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, and that's the mission of No Kid Hungry. And we've got Chef Micah. He's leading the charge here in Northwest Arkansas with a special No Kid Hungry dinner, and he's here to tell us more about it. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Chef.
having me. Thank you for having me. How's it going? How's it going?
Yeah, great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the No Kid Hungry dinner. What can
Please.
folks expect from it this year?
What they can expect is an amazing night of delicious food, great chefs, good cause. We've got chefs coming from locally, we've got chefs coming from around the country. I mean, we're talking Michelin stars, James Beard nominations, James Beard winners, and delicious food, live auction, great time, great cause, and I don't know if I can say that catchphrase anymore.
Do you have these people on speed dial? You just mentioned so many, award-winning caliber chefs.
I get very lucky to find myself in places I don't belong and convince people to come let me cook with them. So it works out great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Awesome. So what did you bring for us today?
What's more important for a healthy child than a good solid breakfast? So
Oh, yeah,
I brought,
absolutely.
Just a sampling of some of our offerings that we have from the Hive, whether it be breakfast or brunch. But we've got our house-made potato bread. We've got some sorghum butter. We've got some jam, some house-made bagels and granola. Which we serve this as a cereal, or you can just get it with yogurt as well.
Nice.
So delicious, yes. Why do you think events like this are important? I mean, you have kind of championed the cause and brought this event back to the region a couple of years ago, and it's continuing, and you have a really close partnership there with No Kid Hungry. So.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things that I knew whenever I took over the job of the executive chef of the Hive was that this was one of those things we were going to continue to do. I mean, like this role comes a platform, with a platform comes a voice, and if we don't use it to try to do some good, then we're kind of wasting our time, in my opinion. So, I wanted to continue our relationship and continue to build upon it. So,
Sure.
Whatever we can do to try to, food insecurity in children shouldn't be a conversation we have to argue about.
Right.
It shouldn't be a debate. It should just be something we try to do our best to take care of. So, that's kind of where I landed.
And you have a close relationship with No Kid Hungry, so much so that you participated in something called Chef Cycle.
Well, absolutely, Chef Cycle. So, prior to last year, we had always done the fundraising dinners. Last year, we actually added Chef Cycle to our roster. So basically, last year it was 3 days, 300-mile bike ride in California. This year, it's going to be 2 days, 200-mile bike ride. And the fundraising that we do, basically what Chef Cycle allows us to do is fundraise all year. So instead of just focusing on this one dinner, which all this money will sort of go into the same pot. So we are fundraising for the Chef Cycle Fund, which is No Kid Hungry. So basically what happens is, we can now throw this big elaborate dinner, raise a big bang there, but we don't have to stop there. We can continue to fundraise all the way through until after the ride. So we will be fundraising until, I want to say, the end of June, because the ride is the beginning of June.
And where does the ride go from?
It's going to be in Bend, Oregon, and what they do is they establish these routes. So basically, you start the day and you just sort of end up doing a big loop, and then you ride, stop, ride, stop, ride, stop, ride, stop.
Do you eat along the way?
You do. They have so many snacks. So
Okay,
many
good.
amenities. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
Because full disclosure, I'm not a cyclist, but I'll throw myself at
You're a
it.
cycling enthusiast, for sure.
I'm enthusiastic about raising money for No Kid Hungry.
awesome.
And fighting child hunger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
amazing.
for sure. And that potato bread is delicious.
It's so good.
You were telling me that you have this, like if anybody's ever had a burger there, or
Yeah.
some
Well,
kind of
so
thing.
it sort of evolved from our potato bun that we use for our burger, and we were bringing in white bread, and I was like, you know what? Why can we not just make this a loaf? So we made it a loaf, and now that's sort of become our standard. So our pimento cheese sandwich, our pimento cheese app, or anytime you just want a slice of toast, that's what you're gonna get.
And this dinner is coming up on March the 15th. They're at the Hive in Bentonville. Are tickets live right now? Can people still get tickets to it?
Tickets are live. They range from all the way from $175 for an individual to all the way up to $10,000 tables, which come with many perks.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well,